Good
Hey,
evening.
good evening. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Larry.
Good evening and welcome to the Sports Doctors Inn. My name is Larry Abels and I'm joined here. Well, I should say I'm joined in the Sports Doctor. How you doing, Sports Doctor?
I'm doing good, Larry. Season's coming to an end. The NFL regular season's coming to an end, and a couple of pretty interesting things happened. But before we discuss the NFL, let's talk about the NCAA college football playoffs.
Okay.
Okay. So we got 4 games. We have four teams. There's 4 games left. 4 games.
That's correct. That's correct. 4 games this week on New Year's.
Okay. So what were the big games last week? Well, a couple teams had buys, right? 4 teams had buys.
Right. Right.
So was there a big game last week?
Well, last week we had I guess it's going to be about 10 days ago. We had I guess we wanted to see what those, what do they call it, a group of 5 teams could do against some of the big teams.
Oh, I thought we had that last week. No.
Yeah, we did. Since the last show, it's been no game. Since the last show we did,
Okay.
because they took off last weekend, so the next game is just going to be Thursday. Next games will be Thursday, so we can just look forward. We got Indiana and Alabama.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I like it. I like. I guess I would go with Alabama. They have a very good team. I'm going with Alabama just because what I know of histories, both teams' histories, and both conference histories of big games. So I'm going with Alabama. But I would definitely not be surprised at all if Indiana won that game. I know that's a wishy-washy answer, but that's the only answer I got.
Understood, man. That's if you yeah, it's almost laughable before the last 2 seasons if you compare these two teams that you would even consider Indiana going against Alabama. But Indiana has played well. I still don't know what the Big Ten, how the Big Ten teams, they didn't face each other as much as the SEC teams. So I really think it's a toss-up too. And I wouldn't be surprised if Alabama win that game. I kind of think Alabama will win that game, I should say. Be more, less passive.
Yeah.
Then you got Ohio State and Miami.
Wow. Kung Fu! Oh, yeah. Kung Fu. Well, Kung Fu, he live in the South. Kung Fu live in Georgia, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ohio State, Miami.
Yep.
Ohio State was a pretty good team. But I'm still going to go with Miami. They have a devastating defense. Kung Fu, who you like, Miami or Ohio State? Ohio State. Yeah, I want to go with. I want to call for an upset on that. I'm really thinking Ohio State is going to win the game, but I'm going with Miami for the upset.
Oh, I think Ohio State's going to win that game.
Okay.
I'm not even messing around.
All right.
What about Georgia and Ole Miss?
I'm going with Georgia. Georgia's going to find some kind of way. They'll find their way in the championship game.
I think I'm gonna go with Georgia too. I feel the same way. I think they might be the ultimate national champion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll see. What's the last game?
It's Oregon and who did? Oh, gosh, I can't even remember who Oregon plays. They must play a Gosh, that's messed up. I guess they must play an SEC. Let me see. Yeah, that's who it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, okay.
I'm going with Oregon in that game.
Oh, you going Oregon against Texas Tech?
Yes. Who do you like?
I'm not going. I'm not going to front. I don't know too much about either team. I know Oregon is pretty explosive. The quarterback's pretty good, but I don't really know enough about Texas Tech whether to vote against them or not. I never. I didn't see them play one game this year, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Oregon.
All right. All
Kung
right.
Fu likes Oregon as well.
Okay. So that's it. All we got to do, we get everything now until wait for the semifinals next week. Correct?
That's right.
That's all we can do. Well, enough about the NCAA football. You know, you and I are not that big on college sports, but a lot of people that I've been talking to recently tell me they prefer college football games over NFL games. I said, well, all that does is verify what I've been saying all week. The NFL has been all year. The NFL is horrible this year. Play is not good to me.
I think the play has been very good and is wide open, and I can't see how college's play has been any better. At
Okay.
least in the NFL, a lot of these teams have faced each other. I can't say the same outside of SEC.
Okay.
Then we got some leagues that are really like horrible, like the ACC. You know, I don't even know why they. Well, I guess Miami's the best team there, so at least they got in.
Yeah. It's all good. All right. So much for the NCAA football. Let's move on over to the National Football Conference,
Okay.
also known as the Not for Fun League. And I'm agreeing with you. That name is very appropriate this year. Season has been horrible, but you know, I've been complaining all season about the horrible season. I'm just going to stop complaining. Nobody wants to be around when you're complaining all the time. So, if I'm not enjoying the game, then I don't really have to watch it. No one's forcing me to do it.
That's true.
Just shut up and change the channel. That's about it. Okay. All right, we're on over to the NFL playoffs. Okay.
Well, what about some of the games this week? They had some nice matchups. For instance, Green Bay and Baltimore. Both teams had something on the table. Baltimore really had something on the table. Did you see any of that game?
Yeah.
When Baltimore decided to give Derrick Henry the ball late in the game and all throughout the game?
The play in the NFL has been down, but my sports doctor skills have been down on the NFL and college football all year. I just don't understand what's going on. It's just horrible. Uh, I didn't like the Packers. I didn't have a problem with the Packers, but I didn't like their quarterback, so therefore I guess I really didn't like their team. And because I didn't like it, I was dogging them. But I actually thought that they were better than what they turned out to be. But I guess if you lose Michael Parsons and you don't have a steady quarterback, things can happen. So,
Well, actually, I thought their backup actually played pretty well. Their backup quarterback, he to me, he looked better than Love did when he got in the game. This guy Malik Willis, he had a pretty good game.
yeah, well, it doesn't take much to look better than Love. When he's not,
I thought he played well by any standard. And you know he had the ability to run and he threw well.
but
But
that don't
gosh,
have,
they
but that
couldn't
has to do,
stop Derrick Henry.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't have nothing to do with the defense. The defense
Yeah.
is horrible. I don't think Michael Parsons would allow all that to go on, but he couldn't stop. Instead of them getting 220 yards, they would have got 200. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he would have done to stop him either.
I don't. I actually thought
he's a good pass rusher.
early in the year, I thought they had one of the top 5 defenses. That's what I thought. But I ain't right. Their defense is horrible. But Cleveland ran up on them like that, man.
Well, I think Derrick Henry has been running well the last few games. I think Baltimore's coach cost them a game just by sticking to his rotation system. He finally figured it out this week that you need to keep that guy out there, especially when he starts running people over. I think the last game he had like 3 touchdowns on 128 yards. They took him out, last 2 possessions, he didn't even get it. And all they needed was like get a first down or 2. They'd have been able to run the clock out on their opponents.
Yeah, I think.
But he got wise. So that's going to be a nice showdown this week between Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Who do you think will come away with that win?
Oh, man. Oh, because I'm disappointed. I wish Baltimore would just get rid of their coach. I don't like their team at all. I love Lamar Jackson. I think he's hurt. Something's wrong with him.
Yeah, he's been injured most of the year, and he got hurt again a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But Pittsburgh, they're not no threat. They weren't no. They're not a threat.
They really missed DK Metcalf this week. And I think they had another receiver that was hurt. So they were like down to their 3rd wideout, and he got double teamed. And a lot of times when DK is out there, he gets a double team and it opens it up for they got this back called Gainwell, who's one of their top receivers, and he wasn't effective this week because, I think mainly because DK wasn't out there. And DK can catch the ball with somebody standing next to him. They didn't have anybody doing that.
Man, Pittsburgh don't need no quarterback, man.
And DK ain't going to be there next week either, so it's going to be rough. I look for Baltimore to win that game. Now, I'll tell you another good game, 49ers and Bears. Did you see that?
I did.
That was a very competitive game. And even though I like the 49ers going into that, I ended up having a lot of respect for the Bears, even more respect. Because they were fighting. I mean, neither team played defense well that day, but
I didn't really get that impression. Give Chicago any credit or nothing. They lost. And I don't think San Francisco is, even though they like 12-4, they have the best record in the NFC. I'm still not impressed with them. So I don't understand. I don't know why. What do I want them to do for me to be impressed with them? I don't know.
I'm kind of wondering.
I don't know. But they're not a threat to me. I know I look like an imbecile, whoever's watching the show, whoever hears it later, when I say that San Francisco doesn't look good, but they don't look good. They look good. If I tell you they look good, then you think I was blind and crazy. No, they look good, but I don't fear them. I just don't fear them.
They've had massive injuries, and particularly on defense. I would say their 2 best defensive players are hurt.
Their defense not better than their defense not better than Chicago. The Chicago defense is one of the top 3 worst. I don't care what nobody says. The way San Francisco ran up and down the field on them last night, good Lord. That's why Chicago's not going anywhere. You can't expect to keep getting turnovers every game. They stay in the games and come back in games because they get turnovers. What happens when you don't get no turnovers? We'll see. What happens? You get run roughshod on like San Francisco did.
I think Purdy had a great night the other night. I don't think he's going to have that every night against them, but he had Purdy's last 2 games have been pretty good. He's hitting his stride at the right time.
Purdy been playing like he brought the star back of somebody, man. You remember him? Good Lord.
Yeah.
The way he used to slice and dice on the Redskins. Good God. Anyway. That was back then. Same same situation now, but we've been running the show pretty smoothly. We haven't done nothing silly or nothing. So let's keep moving on. Let's not destroy the flow by talking on the sorry, excuse my language, ass Redskins. I mean, oops, I mean the Commanders. So let's move on. Okay. Is there any other big games?
Um, Eagles and Bills, that was played in a monsoon, and the Eagles got away from that one. The Bills had problems converting extra points. Had one blocked, and then they missed the 2-point conversion. I give them heart for going for the win instead of going for the tie. But Philly got away with that. Philly didn't complete a pass in the second half and got 17 yards total offense in the second half.
And they still won. So what does that say?
Shows that their offense needs a lot of work.
Okay.
And the defense prevented 49ers from getting extra points.
Hey, Larry, can you bring in Kung Fu's comment? I didn't see it. I can't. Something may not let me do it.
Oh, I see it. I was okay. Oh, he's starting to think all is rigged. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
I don't know. Looking at it, you could think that there's no way in the world that any other time Buffalo's quarterback would have hit that man for a 2-point conversion. He wasn't even close on that pass. I didn't even.
Sure, man. Plus, they were kind of like playing in a monsoon anyway.
That
It was pouring down. Well, I mean, anybody can miss a pass on a good day.
Not as wide open as he was, man. Come on, this guy was wide open here, and the quarterback wasn't under any pressure.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna think the NFL is fixed because of that game, but I always think about it all the time. I'm serious. Like last night, you got to call it. You got not because I wanted the Rams to win. You got to call that interference call on that last play. That's interference.
Oh, it did look like they missed one. Yeah.
You can look at the replays any kind of way you want. I don't care what view you look on. That's pass interference. You got to make that call.
I'm only assuming he didn't see it. They were kind of hand fighting before that, but the dude did get his last thing. He grabbed him because first the Rams guy was actually pushing the other guy off, and I think they would have allowed the hand fighting, but he yanked it down and held it down too long. The defender did.
How you gonna hop? So see, first of all, that's a problem right there. But we don't have time to go into the officiating in the NFL. You said, listen what you said. You said at first it looked like they were allowing him to the hand fight, right?
Yeah, because the Ram guy had his hand in the other guy's chest.
Well, here's the point, though. That play was 45 yards down the field. You can't put your hand on the receiver after 5 yards.
The receiver had his hands on the defender's chest first.
Well, so because he does that, that means he can do what he
They allowed him to do a little jockeying, like slap each other's hands.
What they shouldn't have, Larry. You pass 5 yards past field, you can't be touched. That's all. That's the rule. It's not complicated. It's not a close game or don't let the game end that way or whatever. That's the rule.
No, I agree. But I thought it was just
the other guy.
If you're going to call it like that, I would really say the initial thing contacted the receiver did that to the cornerback. He had his hands in his chest. They were both slapping each other's hands.
He had his hands on him. He touched him before he pushed him away.
If you go look at that, the first contact is made by the receiver.
Well, then they should have called offensive interference.
Or they could just kind of like let him play. He should have called the interference because that was more than what they were doing at first. He actually grabbed his arm and held it. They hadn't done that before. He actually grabbed the receiver's arm and held it down.
So why was it no call? Because he.
I guess it just missed it, man. I mean, human beings watching it, and at fast speed, I think it's probably a little more challenging than when you have the different camera angles in that slow motion. They usually get the majority of their calls correct, but when you're dealing with human beings, people are gonna miss calls. Every sport. But if you think it's rigged, you're in
the problem. They didn't even challenge. You can't challenge anything in 2 minutes, right?
I don't think you can challenge pass interference call.
With after 2 minutes left. With two
I
minutes
didn't think
left.
you could challenge it at all.
What? I'm not sure about that.
I've never seen those. Normally with challenges I see, whether it's a catch or not, whether it's inbounds, just positioning of the ball and stuff like that. I've never seen a penalty chart.
You might be right. I don't know, but that sounds funny. That sounds funny.
So, are there any teams that you think are strong? Any teams that you think will make it to the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl or the Rams and the New England going to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rams on a 2-game losing streak too. They got to get it together. They fall in the 3rd place in their division.
I don't understand. Huh?
Because the other team that you discounted are the Seahawks, and they're like, I think they got the best record in the NFC. They do, because 49ers got the 2nd best record, and they're a game ahead of them.
Rams got the best team in the NFC, man. They're not playing like it. But they got. Here's what I can tell you. Starting today. Seattle will not be in the NFC Championship. And somebody from the AFC is front too. Oh, and Seattle, North Buffalo are going to the Super Bowl. That's what I can tell you for now. I can tell you that right now.
Okay, who is going? Oh, you said the Rams and the Patriots.
Yeah.
Okay. Seattle and the 49ers play this week. And the winner of that, I think, will win will have the number 1 seed. So they're going to get a bye the first week. I think, and the home field advantage all the way through. I think whoever wins that game has a good shot at it.
Has a good shot at what?
Getting to the NFC Championship.
Oh yeah, they may have a good chance to get to the championship.
The Rams will have to go on the road. They'll probably even have to go to Chicago or Philadelphia.
I don't get where they end up going.
Going to Philadelphia. Well, Philly don't score, so maybe they could beat them anyway. Philly beat them earlier this year, right?
Seattle or San Francisco aren't going to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Wow. Wow, Kung Fu.
I don't know why Kung Fu is saying that. Give us some background, Kung Fu.
He's not even that kind of person. He's a nice guy. He hurt my feelings 2 times. Dang, go on.
Why do you say that, Kung Fu? I didn't see it when he first put it up, so I don't know what it was in relationship to.
It relates to some more tomfoolery by Kung Fu. Saying that in front of people on the internet like that about me.
I'm thinking that my guess, I would think that he disagrees with you about one of the teams that you said.
What do I care about Kung Fu? Kung Fu like Dallas, man. Come on, man.
Okay, he said he points out that San Francisco's on a 5-game winning streak. They have been playing well lately too.
Because the team's on a winning streak, I need medicine. That don't even make sense.
Well, you were saying that they weren't that good, and I guess he's saying they are that good. They're on a 5-game winning streak, and the Rams.
Hey, Atlanta Falcons on 3. A lot of Falcons on a 3-game winning streak. Are they good? Come on, man. Because you're on a winning streak don't mean nothing.
Actually, the 49ers are on a 6-game winning streak. 49ers and Seattle, so one of their streaks is going in.
Last year the Redskins went on like a 5 or 6-game winning streak. They're not good. They wasn't good. So what do you want? Anybody going on a winning streak? That don't mean nothing. A winning streak don't mean somebody good. Just mean they were consistent for a couple of games.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference between.
So if you win five in a row and you lose five in a row, does that make you good?
And the Rams just got beat by the Falcons.
We weren't even talking about the Rams. Oh, I said they were going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were talking about the Rams.
Yeah. And remember this day, 2 days before New Year's Eve.
So I think his argument is probably you're saying one team that has won six in a row is not that good, and the team that's lost two in a row, including a game to the Falcons.
And I'm not going.
Um,
I'm
I
not.
don't know.
I'm not getting to no verbal war with Kung Fu.
I was just trying to understand what he was saying. I think he was speaking somewhere hyperbole, talking about you need meds. This is just another way of saying he disagrees with you.
Well, that's the
Well,
problem right in there. You disagree with me.
he's a sports doctor, Kung Fu. Even though he's on my side, so I guess I'll go with him on that.
All right. Okay.
Hey, switch to the NBA for a second. We got
For a second, or let's just switch to it.
oh, we can just switch to it then. Um, what I was just thinking about was, what are you thinking about matchups between San Antonio and Orlando? San Antonio has beaten them three times this year.
They haven't even played Orlando 3 times, so I think maybe you mean Oklahoma, but
Oklahoma's, yeah, that's what I mean.
little different. Everybody makes mistakes. Um, it's not much for me two things. They beat them three straight. What can I say? That's nothing for me to say. Nothing sensible. Anything that makes sense, there's nothing I can say. They got beat three straight.
Do you think that's
Three straight is three straight. That don't look good.
do
No
you
kind of
think
way.
if they played them in the is that a sign that they did have their number? That if they would have faced them in the postseason, San Antonio would beat them?
Oh, that's not a sign of that. Anything can happen. We got over half the season. Anything can happen. You mean if they played right now, everybody was healthy and da 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 da?
Yeah.
No, it just means that for the first few games they beat them. That's all that means.
They seem to match up very well with them
Uh-huh.
athletically. There's few teams that I see that can do that with Oklahoma City. The other thing is when Wemby comes into play, and he hasn't even been, he's on a minutes restriction, but he seems to tip that balance definitely in San Antonio's favor. I wonder how it would be a challenge when he starts playing more minutes. That would be an interesting series.
Yeah.
The other team that I thought was really great in the West, another team I thought was great in the West, Denver. And did you hear that Joker has suffered a significant injury yesterday?
No.
First report said he was out for the year. Then I saw a later report saying he's going to be out at least 4 weeks. So maybe it's not as bad, but at least 4 weeks. That still sounds bad.
Yeah.
He hyperextended his knee, and I saw him hopping off the court, so he didn't really walk off on his own power.
Yeah, this is a part of the game. That's what it was not doing.
Yeah, but when he gets hurt, that's going to impact Denver's team significantly.
Significantly, of course. Of course. Yeah. Well, I don't know. San Antonio, the way they beat them, they act like they had no problem with Oklahoma. And I can see it happening once, twice. I don't think none of those three games were even close.
No, they were all close except for the last one. They were close. They went down to the wire, but the last one, the most recent one, San Antonio won by 20. The other times they had shots at the end and they just couldn't hit them.
I think the other one, I don't know. Just as you say, we're gonna go with that.
I saw all of them.
It's not worth researching. And then there's also a difference between what you call by winning big or not winning by big points. One of those games, one of the games they lost by about 8 points. That's
They
not really
lost.
close. That's not close to me.
Well, one game at the end because they were fouling and the other team was hitting free throws. But that game went to me. That game went down to the wire. Both of them did. The first two games did. The last game they won by 20.
Right.
I think. I think the second one.
The second game they won by about 8 points, I believe.
I
I
was
can't.
thinking five or something, but we can check that out.
It's not important. That's just something. That's a tick tacky thing. I don't mean nothing. They
Yeah, but
lost.
because it was close. What I'm and my thing was it was close the whole game until like the last couple of seconds. So even if they got up by 8, it was a close game under the last 20 or 30 seconds, and either team could have won. The last game was no doubt about it. Um, they walked away with that.
Huh? All right. Well, yeah. So who's Milwaukee trade Giannis to?
I think a team like I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I would kind of be surprised, but a team that has a lot of assets is Oklahoma City. They could probably, if I'm Milwaukee, I want a lot for him. And Oklahoma City actually has a lot of people that they could give up. What do you think?
They do. They do have they have the most depth in the league, without a doubt.
You're
Now,
you're you're correct. Both of the last two games haven't been that close. The last two games haven't been that close.
you know, um, I, don't- I'm
One
a
of them was a
realistic,
2-point game.
I'm a realistic person.
Yeah,
I thought it might have been that way, but I'm not going to be arguing over too much
yeah.
stuff. For the last 2 years, I've been making wild picks and everything. It don't seem like I really know all what I'm thinking I'm doing. So you say it's best, I go by what you say. I don't know nothing, man.
Even the game, the last game, I guess the last time they played before, Big Boy got in the game, Wimby got in the game. It looked like Oklahoma City was going to, run them out of there, or at least, handle them. But when Big Boy got in, he's a problem.
He's the problem, but he got to cut down on the threes, man. He got to cut down on the threes, man. He got to cut down on those threes.
What he does is defensively, he takes away that mid range game
Uh-huh.
that Oklahoma City likes to use. If he's in the lane and they try mid range, he's challenging it.
Well, what's that got? What does that got to do with?
To me, it don't matter how many threes he takes because he doesn't necessarily score that many points. But they can't score with him there. He's kind of like that monster that you talk about, even though he's not a real physical guy.
Right.
He's that presence in there. He rebounds it, block shots.
You know that more dangerous. You start thinking he's the point guard. I know the game's involved. I know you got to have a ride in the game. I know you don't want to put yourself in the corner and you know what doing. I got all that. When you shoot further than what Steph shooting from. Come on, man. The odds of that ball going in ain't happening.
Sometimes some games he's on with that too.
He misses more than he makes. Everybody misses more threes than they make. I don't care who you are. That's just the law of averages. But I don't like him taking those things. But that's just me. And I'm the one that's talking, so that's what we're gonna get.
I had no problem with him.
Okay.
When the shots are going in, if he's missing, then I have a problem with it.
So
But I
Cleveland's
will
pretty
give him
good.
credit for playing defense every game. He plays that every game.
Cleveland was pretty good last year. They're back healthy, and they're still not making no waves. Was that just things was just going good for them in the last 2 years, and they're really not that good because they don't seem like they're getting any better.
The irony is they play better when they weren't healthy than they do when they're 100% healthy. I
But
don't know whether chemistry is off of what?
Their performance has gone down for the last 2 years, and they look like a middle of the road team. And I'm trying to find out why. What happened? The
And
fact
that's
that
what I'm saying. They've gotten healthy this year for the first time, and they seem like you would think that they would improve over last year, but it seems like their chemistry or something is off this year. I've only seen them a couple of times, but they don't seem to have the flow that they had in the past.
I think last year when people were talking about them, I think it was a case of them being overrated.
Well, I mean, they won a lot of games last year. They won a lot of games. This year, they're not winning those games.
They folded last year. They folded the year before. It's just not that good, man. It's just
Okay.
not that good. They were killing people 2 years ago and was doing very well last year.
Well,
Very, very well.
last year, next to other than Oklahoma City, I think they had the best record. They had a lot of injuries, and a lot of their players missed time in the playoffs last year. But they played well during the season. This year, they're just like a couple of games above 500, and they're healthier this year. That's what doesn't add up.
They don't have a big man, so I don't know what I'm looking for. They don't have a big man. Is Garland back? He ain't got back to how he used
Yeah,
to be.
I think he's back this year.
I don't think he's playing like he used to be. Because if he was playing like they used to be, they would be winning more than when they're in. Point guard part of their problem too. When it was him and Mitchell, they were doing well together. He got hurt. I guess he got to get himself back together again. But Garland ain't doing like he was doing first.
They added Lonzo Ball too, who I thought would I think he's a decent point guard, and I thought he would help them out.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't. He hasn't. He's just not a winner, man. Wherever he goes, they don't win. I think his best years were in college and UCLA. He's good. He's
No,
good.
he's played well. He played well last year. He played well last. Was it Chicago or something? He had a pretty decent season.
He's all right. His
But he's
years,
like a true point guard.
best
He's,
year physically to me was when he was in UCLA. He ain't done nothing since. Nothing.
well, I didn't think he was necessarily that great at UCLA. He got a lot of hype, but that boy Donovan Mitchell on their team is the truth.
It takes more than one truth to be a winner. That's all. I mean, they don't have a big man, but with the two big guys who play in the big man spots with him are more than adequate. They shouldn't be getting thumped like they get thumped. Cavaliers don't. They don't. They don't. Nobody fears them. Some people might be leery of the Knicks, but nobody fears the Cavaliers. Miami still thinks that they can beat the Cavaliers if they want to. Miami, nothing.
Yeah, I think the big man for Cleveland, they got Mobley and Jared Allen. They're not bad.
No, they're adequate.
Yeah. I don't think they're weak there.
I'm not worried nobody punching me in the face if I go to the bathroom. I'm not worried about no physicalness from Cleveland. Not at all. None.
So who's coming out of the East, the Pistons or the Knicks? Or the Celtics? They've been making a run.
It's not the Celtics.
Okay.
Celtics not doing nothing. I can tell you that right now.
So you got the Pistons or the Knicks?
I had to go to the Knicks. I still haven't seen Detroit. They need a point guard, man. Detroit needs a point guard. That's all. They need a point guard. You never know how important those positions are until you don't have the person playing that position.
Well, don't they kind of like let Cunningham play? Don't Cunningham play point guard for them?
They need a real point guard now. They don't need an athlete who's flexible and play several positions.
Okay.
They need a real point guard. like set the team up and all that kind of stuff. Run the defense, call the defense, and all that. This guy, your man, is an excellent player. He's an excellent player. He even hit this jumper. He's strong, know how to go to the basket, can read. He's not a point guard. He's not a point guard. That's all.
He looks. I know he normally brings it down for him. He seems kind of like a point guard the way he functions, but I understand what you're saying. He's not traditional at all.
No, not at all.
So who's coming out of the West?
Oklahoma.
Okay. Despite, even if they have to face the Spurs?
Yeah, the Spurs beat them 3 games. It's very impressive what they have done. They're not beating Oklahoma.
They played them 3 times. Nobody else is beating Oklahoma but them.
It's all right.
They've got 5 losses and 3 of them have come through the Spurs.
Now it's the playoffs. Some of them jumpers gonna be falling off. Some gonna be weird stuff going on in crucial time. Oklahoma already proved they can win the big one. They're worried about San Antonio. They need to be worried about San Antonio, but they're not. San Antonio has a good team. Castle, Vassell, Rassel, they got all kinds of us in this squad. But
they're in second place in the West too, so yeah, but Joker getting hurt, that's gonna disrupt stuff.
They had more depth this year than they did last year, but they still don't seem like they're gonna do it. We'll see.
Before Joker got hurt, I thought they could certainly be a challenge, and hopefully he's not hurt too bad. I mean, Thunder didn't exactly crush them last year. They got by them, but that matchup was great.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on. So what's left here? So there are 2 teams in the East. Decent teams in the East. Detroit and the Knicks.
I think Boston has played well lately too.
You must have get some different games on your cable than the cable I've been getting.
They won like 7 or 8 out of their last 10.
It's trash, man. It's trash.
They started off worse than I thought they would be. I mean, I knew they, certainly missed Tatum, but Brown finally seems like he's really ready to take the team on his shoulders. They're in 3rd place. I mean, gosh, I wouldn't call them trash.
Boston?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let me change that term. They're not playing that well to me. And I don't care if they won 7 out of the last 10. They're not playing that well to me.
So it's funny how when we talk about Philadelphia in football, and I tell you that they got 17 yards in the second half. They didn't complete a pass in the second half, but they won. But Boston in basketball could win 7 out of 10, and they're not playing well. There seems to be a little inconsistency there, man.
Well, it's 2 different sports.
Regardless, I mean, team wins. Team wins.
What do you want me to say? Boston's playing well, and I think they ain't.
When they win 7 out of 10, well, that's what you say about Philly. When a lot of times, they've won like 16 to 10 and 13 to 10.
They win.
Yeah, well, Boston is winning too. That's the thing I'd say.
If I'm being
It seems to be a little bit of inconsistency there.
If I'm being inconsistent to you, then I'm being inconsistent. I'm not going to apologize for it.
No, I'm asking you, do you think there's a difference there, or because it's 2 different sports, the same thing doesn't apply?
No, that was some garbage I came up with, but just because they 7 and 10, that don't mean nothing to me. What was they before they were 7 and 10? Could they have? What if they went 2 and 9?
Then
And
they
then
wouldn't be playing. They wouldn't be playing well. They wouldn't be
and
playing well.
they went 7-10. What am I supposed to? Boston's barely over 500, man. Come on.
7 games over 500.
That's barely, man.
Okay. Okay. They're 3.5 games behind the Knicks and 4.5 behind the Pistons.
Well, you know me. I've never been a Boston fan or a Big Ten fan, regardless. So you're not gonna get anything out of me. You might get some ridiculous out of me. I guess me telling you that they're not playing well in 7-10, that might seem ridiculous to you. So I understand. Well,
I'm not a fan of either, but yeah, it is what it is.
I will never pull for a racist town, a blatantly open racist town. I never will. Then I have anything to do with sports. That's just how I am. I'm giving to you straight and no chase.
So, but that doesn't have anything to do with the Celtics, whether they're winning or not. Whether you pull for them is one thing. I understand that. But if they win all of their games.
Well, if I'm not pulling for them, you're not
oh.
You know me. You're not going to.
This is a point. Oh, okay. Okay.
If I'm pulling for them, think about what I'm going to say. If I'm not pulling for them, you know you're not going to get no strings of positivity about this. So I don't even know.
Okay, I understand now. Mm-hmm.
And North Carolina falls into that category too. Why? Because I used to beat my Maryland church to death. I can't pull for them, and they beat Georgetown and Humboldt. It took me 3 years to get over that loss to Georgetown and North Carolina. All they had to do, all the ball had to do was just get on the basket. Worthy was out there trying to check the guy coming on the court. There was nobody left to stop Alonzo Mourning from getting that ball off the basket.
You're talking about Patrick Ewing. But actually what he should have done, Stevie Floyd was wide open. Because Worthy thought he was going to pass it to Floyd, and he jumped him, and Floyd had backdoored him all day. But Fred Brown looked the wrong way for a second.
Whatever.
That's all it took. Yeah, that was Fred Brown's fault, man.
Enough about my sports bias.
Hey, man, I think that's all we got today, man.
All right, Larry. We're going to wrap it up, and we'll talk next week about the...
We had the results of the college football games.
When is the champ? When is the championship game? Next week?
Say that again?
No, next week is the semifinals. When is the championship game? I guess the week after that?
Yeah, I guess it's got to be 2 weeks from this week.
Okay.
Let me see, championship. January 19th. Man, that's a long time away.
Huh?
It's January 19th.
January what?
19th.
They get 2 weeks out. Yeah, no, that's right. Next week. And then the championship game. I don't know about that. What else?
So they got the semifinals on January 8th and 9th.
Right?
So the championship is Monday, January 19th.
Oh, okay. Right.
So, it's a game. Ohio State and Miami play tomorrow.
Yep.
And then there's 3 games on New Year's Day.
Right. Next week will be the championship game, right?
Yeah, the 8th and 9th. Next Thursday and next Friday. And then 10 days after that.
Next week will be the semifinals.
Right. 8th and 9th.
Okay. Cool. All right, good. All right, Larry. Great show as always, man. I
learned something too, man. Now I understand. If you don't like them, I have to factor that into the conversation.
don't like it, you're not gonna get nothing positive from me. Something obvious I can't deny. If it's like that, what can I do?
From Kung Fu has a question. The real fellas come on tonight at 8. That's correct. They'll be on at 8 o'clock tonight. I guess the following week we go back to the regular Wednesday for that show.
Oh, you got a show after this?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, don't let me hold you up, man. Have a good show, brother.
All right, y'all take it easy. Everybody
All
take
right.
care. Kung Fu, thanks for tuning in.
All right.
Guess we get out of here.